Welcome everyone to the 600th video inside Code Equestria and this week's N26 7th Heaven. Wow, we're learning a lot about old school Equestria, aren't we? From the Legends of Magic comic to multitudes of episodes, we're learning a lot about the background of this place, and it's excellent. This week's example, called A Health of Information, stars Fluttershy and Twilight. They haven't been paired together since, well, the Whofields and McColts. That episode was great as well. This one is too. Trying to get some old swamp stuff from the pony version of the bayou. Zecora, that's right, she's in 2 episodes in a row. Helps Fluttershy to get the stuff, but when she comes down with a mysterious medical illness, swamp fever, it's up to her and Twilight to 1. Do the research, and 2. Find the cure in time to save Zecora from turning into a tree. Ironic, because the character saving Zecora once said a long time ago in seasons far, far away that she'd like to be a tree. The irony. It burns. But the lessons learned here are twofold. The value of proper research and following clues, in other words, using your local library or your internet to properly research a problem, which, trust me, learning the information from proper sources in any kind of research, criticism, journalism, basic research programs, well, shoot, it's important, and especially for the youngins in the audience, this is a undertoned but important lesson. Kids, if you don't know something, nobody's gonna bother you looking it up. It can actually be quite fun doing it, but the main lesson that this episode talks about is over-exertion, or lack thereof. Do not work yourself to the bone. And for us YouTubers, this is critical. A lot of YouTubers do a lot of videos very fast and suffer from what is known now as YouTube burnout. Heck, even I did it back in the early days, trying to put up as many videos here as I possibly could, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. But eventually, after you're working that kind of schedule combined with playing video games and the like, you just don't have any energy left. Fluttershy was so driven in this episode to get Zecora cured that she wouldn't let anything, even her own exhaustion, stop her from accomplishing this task. It's commendable, sure, and quite a show of loyalty and true friendship, but you don't want to hurt yourself to hurt another. Sometimes you gotta take care of you. As much help as you want to give to a friend or a family member, sometimes you gotta take a little me time to obsess it. Get yourself healthy. Take a rest or a break. Break time is not a bad time. It's just sometimes we have so much work on our plates that we don't want to take breaks. But there's a value in some calm to give you thought or pause or coming up with the solution to whatever problem you're breaking against. whether it be a video game that's causing you the rage or finding a lost equestrian cure. All of it is the same thing. Don't overwork if you don't have to. It's very important and very big. Just remember, they want you to solve the problem and be around to see it. Just remember that the next time you want to work for more hours than it's worth. However, it's kind of ironic to have Twilight telling Fluttershy to take a break and calm down when seasons ago she was the overworker, working into the dead of night, so much so that she needed an owl. Remember that, Twilight? Plus, we also found out she's a heck of a cook. She can make muffins, which will make Derpy very happy. The big thing here is about the mysterious masked healer, Meadowbane. We learn all about her in this episode through flashback, and this is a reference to old school New Orleans Cajun arts, even down to the use of masks to keep the doctors protected from different diseases, and the notion that most of the cures are homebrewed as well. This is a nice callback to New Orleans culture without the use of dark magic or voodoo dolls. It's a great lesson in ancient medicine and a great respect to New Orleans culture without going too far, which is commendable. Although now we have a Bray Wyatt style character we can put in a rocking chair. Meet it! I command thee! All in all, a health of information shows all of Fluttershy's strengths and growths during her time in the series. She's assertive, driven, and wants the job done, while still being gentle, caring, and worrying about her friends and the situation. With Twilight there to keep her on task, just like in Hatfields and the cults, everything works out quite beautifully, while still keeping it on task. And we also find out that Fluttershy is kind of a better researcher than Twi, which is rather surprising. All in all, there's a ton of surprises, and all of it is good. Heck, we even get the first lines of Zecora not in a rhyme. But we find out that she has to be sick for that to stop. Odd. All in all, a health of information is a sneaky good episode. One that will probably get lost within the greater scheme of things and the greater idea of the season, but not one that's not worth watching or experiencing. Funny jokes and great New Orleans references keeps it on task. And the double lessons of the values of research and the values of taking care of oneself is excellent, especially for a Fluttershy episode. Fluttershy wins again! She tends to do this a lot. Although not worthy of the perfect 6 out of 6, it is worthy for a high 5 out of 6. Check out Health of Information and enjoy it. It's really a blast. If you missed any of the new 26 episodes, there'll be one of those in video links to the entire playlist, as well as last week's review if you're just looking for that. And make sure to hit the sub button, and thank you all for 600 videos. It's off to the big 7K, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I really appreciate it. Until next week, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana, and thanks for watching. See you next week.